Hello, my name's Christina Wiegand, and I am South Atlantic Fishery Management Council staff. Today, I'll be giving a summary of Executive Order 14276, or Restoring American Seafood Competitiveness. What is Executive Order 14276? An executive order is a document that is written and signed by the President that orders the federal government to take specific action to ensure the laws are faithfully executed. Executive orders can order the federal government to take actions that are within the scope of the constitutional authority of the executive branch and do not violate any existing federal law. On April 17th of this year, 2025, President Trump issued Executive Order 14276, or Restoring American Seafood Competitiveness. The purpose of this executive order is to address unfair trade practices, eliminate unsafe imports, level the unfair playing field that has benefited foreign fishing companies, promote ethical sourcing, reduce regulatory burdens, and ensure the integrity of the seafood supply chain. Through this executive order, the Regional Fishery Management Councils have been asked to identify actions that would stabilize markets, improve access to fishing opportunities, enhance economic profitability, and prevent closures. Additionally, the Regional Fishery Management Councils must commit to a work plan that would ensure those actions identified are prioritized. Additionally, the Secretary of Commerce has been directed to gather public comment on innovative ways to improve fisheries management and science and ensure that agencies are focusing on core fisheries management and science functions to support the nation's seafood supply chain. The National Marine Fisheries Service has been tasked with incorporating less expensive, more reliable technologies and cooperative research programs into fisheries assessments. This may include the expansion of accepted fishing permit programs, creation of more fishing opportunities, and modernizing data collection to improve the responsiveness of management. During his first term, President Trump issued Executive Order 13921, or Promoting American Seafood Competitiveness and Economic Growth. Similar to Executive Order 14276, the current executive order, the 2020 order required the Regional Fishery Management Councils to recommend actions to reduce burdens on domestic fishing and to increase production within sustainable fisheries. The South Atlantic Fishery Management Council submitted a list of items in response to that executive order that can be found in Appendix A of the executive order summary document available on the Council's website. As a part of this new executive order, the South Atlantic Council will provide updates on their recommendations made in response to the 2020 executive order. How is the Council responding to Executive Order 14276? The South Atlantic Council began discussion of the executive order at its June 2025 meeting, acknowledging the importance of gathering perspectives from the public as a part of the response process. To that end, the South Atlantic Council is soliciting public input on what types of management actions may achieve the goals stated in the executive order. In addition to soliciting public comments, the Council will host an online meeting of its advisory panels on August 11, 2025, to gather their feedback on the executive order. At its September meeting, the South Atlantic Council will discuss the input received from the public and advisory panels. This input will be utilized to develop a final list of recommendations to be submitted to the National Marine Fisheries Service no later than September 30th. This timeline was established to meet the requirements in the executive order to have input submitted within 180 days. Again, the South Atlantic Council is interested in understanding more about your fishery and what actions would help achieve the goals outlined in the executive order, such as market stability, increased access to fishing opportunities, and economic profitability. Public comments will be accepted via the Council's website from July 28th through August 15th. You can visit the Council's webpage or scan the QR code on the screen, which will link you to the Council webpage where you are able to submit written comments. The discussion questions below are intended to help guide public comment and generate management recommendations. Please consider addressing those that are relevant to your fishery and experience, and feel free to add any additional comments. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this presentation and learn more about the recent executive order. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to contact me, Christina Wiegand, using the contact information on the screen.